have been maining Roux for around 6 months now, and I currently average low 15 seconds, and that will probably be sub 15 very soon. And I also got my first sub 10 Roux solve just a few days ago. Now, in my opinion, I think that the most important thing that has happened in the past 6 months is that I have become a lot more confident in my Roux solves. I have ironed out a lot of the mistakes that I used to make, and now most of my improvement will come from improving efficiency and look ahead and stuff like that. Also, I've become a lot more comfortable with Roux as a method and block building, so I think I'm ready to start diving deeper into stuff like EOLR. Right now, the steps that hold me back the most are still second block and LSE. I have definitely become a lot more comfortable with both, but there are still some efficiency and look ahead issues that I need to fix. Talking about second block, my second block is still somewhat reminiscent of CFOP F2L, where I insert the DR edge and then solve the last 2 pairs one at a time. Recently, I have started to try to block build a bit more during second block, but it's still pretty basic. So I decided to start doing Roux fewest moves in order to help with that. LSE has really started to become a bit more natural to me, where on some solves I absolutely rip through the step, and on others I have a bit of a hard time. On those solves that I have a hard time with LSE, it is mostly due to the fact that I have a hard time tracking and finding pieces, especially the UL and UR edges. So hopefully by diving more into EOLR, I should be able to fix that. With CMLL, I'm still not very comfortable with it. I've yet to learn how to recognize every case from every angle, which means that I have a pretty decent pause whenever I get to CMLL. On the other hand, my first block is pretty good. I love how free the step is, and it lets me be creative, so I find it pretty fun. However, my inspection skills aren't the best, and sometimes I have trouble planning the full first block and the DR edge, which is something that I need to improve on. Also, something else that I've noticed is that my cube preference has changed. Recently, I've been more into faster and more flexible cubes with lighter magnets, and I think that does have to do with me switching to Roux. I don't know, I just prefer those cubes now. So cubes like the RS3 MV5, the Dian Guhong Pro, the Worm V9, and I guess the V10, and the Tornado V3, I usually like them. I always have them on lighter tensions though, so take that as you will. And if you're interested in any of those cubes, make sure to get them off thecubicle.com and use code ALEX for a 5% discount. So, do I regret switching to Roux? No, not yet. So far I have been really enjoying Roux. It still feels very new and fresh to me, and it hasn't started to become repetitive, which was the main problem I had with CFOP before I switched. However, yes, I'm still slower with Roux than I was with CFOP, and because of that, there have been some times where I thought about switching back to CFOP. Now those times are few and far between, but they have happened. But hey, here I am, still using Roux, and it's going pretty well. Alright, so now I'm just going to do an example solve. This is a solve that I just did yesterday on the live stream. This is a 14.48 second solve, which is not bad. Actually, that's pretty good. So here I ended up going with the white-red block, and I see this corner here. So this is a simple just L, put in there, and then we go ahead and line that up. Then connect these 2 edges here. F2, that's going to be first block, which is actually a pretty good first block for me. And then the DR edge, insert there, and then M2 to this pair, because this edge is back here. While inserting the DR edge, I should have just done R-wide2, but I didn't see that. So then I went and I inserted this into there, and then here I ended up doing some like weird stuff. Like I did U2, and then I paired this up. I think I just kind of got confused and thought this was a white corner. I do that sometimes. That's just on me. So I ended up going U2, M2, and then M, but that just pairs this up here. So what I did is take this out, and then I inserted into here, like that. And then that's the second block. Of course, there's some efficiency issues there, and a few mistakes, but I was on live stream, and I forgot how hard it was to solve on live stream. It's not that easy. I had CMLL, and then EO here, so I went and I put the orange one in, UR edges, and then that, boom. So this solve wasn't that bad. It was 56 moves, something like that. It could have been less, it should have been less, but that's about an average solve for me. It was a 14-second solve, so the execution was pretty good. I just wanted to talk about my progression so far with Roux in these past 6 months. So thank you for watching. Love you, bye.